Most dental practice owners look at their profit and ask, is this good? But that's the wrong question. The real question is, compared to what? Because $300,000 in profit might be excellent, or it might mean you're leaving $150,000 on the table. Today, I'm going to show you how to use benchmarks the right way. Not just to compare, but to actually increase your profit. Here's the issue. Most practice owners either don't use benchmarks at all, use random numbers they found online somewhere, or look at benchmarks once a year and never apply them. Benchmarks aren't meant to make you feel good or bad. They're a diagnostic tool. If you don't know what normal looks like for your size and structure, you don't know if you're overstaffed, overspending, or underperforming. And when you don't know that, you can't improve it. That's how profit slowly leaks out of your practice, unnoticed. If you haven't met, my name is DJ Bhola, and we specialize in bookkeeping and financial reporting specifically for dental practice owners. We help practices get clean, updated monthly financials so ownership can make better business decisions. On this channel, we focus on clear numbers, better decisions, and higher profits for dental practice owners. Let's make this simple. For single practices, 2025 peer averages look like this. Employee expenses average around 31%, dental supplies are at about 5.58%, lab at 5.86%, and you can see the rest on the screen. EBITDA is approximately 35.22%. For group practices, EBITDA averages about 17%. Now, here's the key. Benchmarks are percentages, not dollar amounts. If you're a $1 million collection practice, 1% equals $10,000. If you're a $2 million practice, then 1% equals $20,000. Small percentage shifts equal large dollar swings. So when payroll is 34% instead of 31%, that's 3%. On a $1.5 million practice, that's a swing of $45,000. That is not small. That is full team member's salary. Benchmarks show you exactly where the gap is. Let's walk through a real-world scenario. Dr. Johnson has a $1.8 million dental practice. He thinks the profit feels reasonable. We compare his numbers to benchmarks. Payroll at 33.5%, dental supplies at 6.5%, and advertising at about 4%. At first glance, none of these seem extreme, but combined, he's running about 45% more than the peer average. On $1.8 million, 5% equals $90,000. Here's the important part. We don't tell him to slash payroll blindly. We don't tell him to cut dental supplies randomly. We do not tell him to cut marketing entirely. We ask better questions. Is the team producing at the level they're supposed to? Is the dental supply ordering system properly controlled? Is marketing generating return on investment, or is just an activity? Benchmarks don't tell you what to cut. They tell you where to investigate. And once you tighten just a few percentages, profit increases quickly. Here is how to use benchmarks properly. Convert everything to percentages. Always review expenses as a percentage of income. Compare for a trailing period of 3 months, not annually. 1 month can fluctuate. A 3-month rolling view shows real trends without overreacting to short-term swings. Identify variances greater than 1 to 2%. Fix operational causes, not just numbers. If payroll is high, look at scheduling efficiency. If dental supplies are high, examine your ordering system. If lab is high, review case mix and pricing. Track improvement monthly. Here's what I would take away from this video. Benchmarks are not judgment. They're about opportunity. If your payroll is 2% higher than the norm, that's opportunity. If your dental supplies are 1.5% higher, that's opportunity. If advertising 1% higher without ROI, that's opportunity. Every 1% matters. If you're a $2 million practice, every 1% is $20,000. And if your goal is to own multiple dental practices, you need disciplined margins, because group practices average about 17% EBITDA, and margin control becomes even more critical as you scale. Benchmarks give you visibility. Visibility gives you control, and control increases profits. If you're not currently reviewing your numbers against real dental benchmarks on a rolling 3-month basis, that's the first place to start. Clear numbers, better decisions, and higher profits for your dental practice. And I will see you in the next one.